I'm a skincare formulator and I build products specifically for melanin-rich skin. Around 90% of products on American shelves were never properly formulated with black skin in mind. CeraVe, The Ordinary, La Roche-Posay, Drunk Elephant, even some black-owned brands, most testing and benchmarks are built around lighter skin types that behave nothing like ours. So if you've ever thought, why doesn't this work for me the way it works for everyone in the reviews? It's not you, it's the formula. Let's start with melanocytes. Here's a myth I want to bust. Black skin doesn't have more melanocytes than lighter skin. The cell count is roughly the same. What differs is how reactive those cells are. One scratch, one bite, one burn, and we hyperpigment. This is called PIH, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, and it's the number one concern I formulate around. If a product stings, burns, or tingles, stop using it. Tingling isn't a sign it's working, it's often a warning sign of pigmentation ahead. Mandelic acid around 10% is a gentler alternative to glycolic acid. It's a larger molecule, penetrates more slowly, and is far less inflammatory. Melanin-rich skin also loses water faster, so it dulls and dries out quicker. When I formulate a moisturizer, I build in high glycerin as a water magnet, ceramides since this skin type has less native ceramide content, and niacinamide for barrier support and tone evening. If your moisturizer skips these and leans on fragrance instead, it's working against you. Same goes for denatured alcohol. It evaporates and takes your skin's water with it. Check your foundation and toner for it. Here's a trap a lot of us fall into. Sebum on melanin-rich skin is often higher in free fatty acids, so it looks oily on the surface while being dehydrated underneath. Strip the oil with a harsh cleanser and skin overproduces to compensate, dehydration climbs, irritation follows, and PIH gets triggered on top. Use a gentle hydrating cleanser followed by a humectant serum before moisturizer, not a mattifying clay cleanser. Fibroblasts, the cells that build collagen, are more active in melanin-rich skin. That's part of why it ages more slowly, but it's also why it scars more aggressively, with higher risk of keloid and hypertrophic scarring. So don't pick, treat spots topically and cover with a hydrocolloid patch instead. Now, why doesn't Korean skincare give you glass skin? 2 reasons. First, pore structure. Melanin-rich skin tends to have larger, more visible pores and higher T-zone sebum, while K-beauty is formulated around finer, more uniform pores. Second, physics. Melanin absorbs light rather than reflecting it, and no formula changes that. But this skin has its own glow, deeper and more dimensional. Getting there takes barrier-rich hydration, an emollient finish like shea butter or squalane, and tyrosinase inhibitors at a higher concentration than most K-beauty accounts for. Here's where mainstream formulas keep getting it wrong. Aggressively foaming cleansers strip the barrier and trigger water loss and PIH within a week. Look for cocamidopropylbutane or cocoa glucoside instead. Most shelf exfoliants sit at 10 to 20% glycolic acid, which is too aggressive here, and the dark spots you're trying to fade get darker instead. Mandelic acid, lactic acid, or gluconolactone are gentler. Synthetic fragrance triggers contact dermatitis at a higher rate on this skin type. And the industry chases actives while forgetting the barrier, when it should be barrier first, always. 5 rules to remember. Prioritize barrier ingredients, avoid fragrance and strong glycolic acid. Choose mineral SPF over chemical, since inflammation drives uneven tone. Patch test for 2 weeks, not once. And when in doubt, barrier first. You have not been failing your skin. The industry built formulas that weren't designed around how melanin-rich skin actually works. You don't need to try harder. You need products engineered for your biology. That's what I formulate for.